different components, components or elements of the model. The first thing is the cause and the effect. So the variables. Now, even though I keep calling it a cause and effect, it's very evident from this what we are trying, what we discussed before, that this model inherently, this linear model that I have, this linear model that I have, this inherently does not tell me what is the cause and effect, because I have decided the x, I have decided the y. Nothing is telling me from the model itself that x is the cause and y is effect. If you cannot understand it, let me put it this way. Suppose you are trying to uh, cook something. Okay. So suppose you're trying to cook a dish, or suppose you're trying to make a drink. Now there you took a bowl, or you took a big tumbler or something, and you put in water, and you put in lemon juice, right? So what will the result be? You will get something like a lemonade, right? Or you also put in sugar and salt and everything else. So the idea is, based on what you put in, you get what you like. Because you put in lemon juice, you got lemonade. If you had put in something else, if you had put in orange extracts, you would have gotten orange juice, right? If you had put in something else, you would have, the juice itself would have changed. Nothing in the lemonade itself is deciding that it's a lemonade. It's not like you put in H2 and you put in O2 and it combined to form H2O. I mean, even that is based on what you're putting in. The idea is, based on what you're putting in, you're getting the model. The model is not deciding that it's a lemonade. All of a sudden, by magic, it's not popping up and becoming a lemonade. You put in something else and you got lemonade. That is not the case. So whatever you decide, you as the chef, or you as the, I don't know, shop owner or something, you decide what model you get. The model itself does not say that I want to be a lemonade today. So this x and y, these are decided by the economist or the econometrician. In the model, we cannot, the model itself does not say, see, this is the cause and this is the effect. So even though it feels that x is the cause or y is the effect, we usually don't call them by those names. We have separate names for the y and x variables. So I'll be discussing about mentioning some of the most popular names. So sometimes y is called the dependent variable, and I'm not right variable all the time. So it's called, y is called dependent, and x is called independent. The reason being that we assume, again, we are going to discuss about the assumptions later, that nothing is causing x. See, if you think about this, there are actually factors that cause rainfall. How much heat is there? How much humidity is there in the particular atmosphere? There are actually many things that cause rainfall. But when we construct this model, we assume that nothing determines rainfall. Rainfall is an exogenous factor. So we call exogenous. Exogenous, exo means outer. So it's from outside the system, determined from outside the system. What is the system? The system is this thing is called the system. We call it system because there, in some more complicated versions, you can have more than one equation. So we say the entire system, or the model that we are trying to figure out, this x variable, the cause that we call cause, it might not be the cause, but what we assume to be the cause is exogenous, and it's determined outside the system. Nothing is controlling that. And this rainfall causes whatever effect that we are causing, or whatever effect that we are taking. So y depends on x. So that is why y is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable. Similarly, y is the explained variable and x is the explanatory variable. So we are trying to explain y using x. Hence, x is what we are trying to explain by. We are using x to explain. So x is the explanatory variable, and what are we explaining? We are trying to explain y. We are trying to explain how x causes y. So y is the explained variable. Similarly, x is the control variable, y is the response variable. This is easy to understand. We can control x, or like x can be controlled, and we can't really control x. We're going to discuss about it later. But x is what it, say if there's a machine, you and there's a knob, and based on how you turn the knob the output comes out. So you, this is your control and this is the response. So x causes y, right? We are still trying to claim that x causes y. So x is the control and y is the response. The next one is again a bit can be debated. So y is the predicted variable and x is the predictor variable. So we are trying to predict y using x. If x is this, y will be this. If x is this, y will be this. So we are trying to predict y using x. This again assumes that x causes y, and one issue with this is it essentially reduces the entire econometric analysis to a prediction exercise. So it has a bit of a limited use, but predicted and predictor are sometimes quite used in journals and papers. One of the most popular words are regressand and regressor. This is not very easy to understand in terms of English, but regressor is the variable on the right hand side. This is the regression model. This is called a regression basically. We are going to again discuss in details about regression, what regression essentially means, but this is called the regressor. So the x, just the x, not beta 1x, just x is called the regressor and y is called the regressand. So these are some of the most important names for the x and y variable.